How you guys doing? Oh man, I've been trying to do this all fucking day. Can't seem to fucking do it here and shit. You know what I'm saying? Wait, hold on. Let me here. Let me fix this here. Let me fix this here. Okay, right about here. Got it here. Got it. Okay. All right. Did you guys see Brittany Venti's poetry slam? Pretty good. Not too bad, by the way. Did a pretty good job. This, all right, clear it all. All right. Now, what's going on is that there's something really messed up about what a couple of people said this week. One of them is that they're saying that Thanksgiving is racist for whatever reason that it may be, but here's the thing. Thanksgiving's been around for a long, long time. A very long, long time. For years and years and years. It's one of my favorite holidays because I get to eat a big fucking turkey. Potatoes and gravy, sweet potatoes, yams, carrot jello, all kinds of shit. So when I heard about this, I was like thinking, okay, why would they say that's because whatever reason that may be and shit? That's like saying the white horse that the mascot for the USA Trojans is a racist horse. Oh fucking A, here we go again. Now, I mentioned this before. All animals were born different shade color. Okay, there's white horses, white dogs, white cats, white birds, because it's natural color. So animals were born with, say, black fur, white fur, gray fur. Some have that kind of like a grayish blue and white color. That's a type of a color of a type of cat. I mean, there could be horses that are white, black, braised, cocoa brown, paint of a white or beige or white or black, or kind of like a beige and cocoa brown or whatever that may be. There's birds with red feathers, white feathers, gray feathers, and whatnot. All animals were born different color, fur, and feathers, right? Zebras, black and white. Giraffes, beige and beige, orange, whatever. And different colored frogs, fish, bugs, insects and whatnot. Snakes are different. I mean, you cannot be stupid and call a white horse that a mascot for the UFC Trojans rides on racist, because it's a horse. It cannot talk. It cannot give out his opinion to defend defend itself. That's just stupid, And then some dumbass on a Geekdom podcast saying that J.R.R. Tolkien's Lord of the Rings book and movie and else is racist because it's about the orcs. What the fuck is an orc? Okay? He's trying to say, well, the book is kind of like now. Because of the migrants and shit. How can you take a book that's, a classic, okay, and compare it to the migrant ship? Because they're leaving their country for the United States to get whatever help they need, which is bullshit. But you cannot blame the book. Okay, stop blaming the classics. Okay, stop it. Okay, there are fans of the movie, fans of the book that are upset. How can you say the book is racist? It's not. It's a book about the ring. The ring. The ring. You put on the ring, you're invisible. It's like the cloak from Harry Potter. You put on the cloak, you're invisible. Okay? So it's a book. It's a movie. Okay? It's a classic. Harry Potter, the first book of Harry Potter is a classic. Okay? It's a classic. But you cannot say that Thanksgiving's racist either because it's a holiday. It's a holiday. I mean, it's like now supporters of Trump is saying that if you vote for Trump, you are also a racist. Because since the president's racist, you're a racist. So I'm trying to wrap my mind around this bullshit because nobody was called that when they voted for Nixon, Reagan, Carter, Johnson, call it, Theodore Roosevelt, Franklin Roosevelt, I mean, FDR, Kennedy, these things, because it never happened. Never happened. Hardly ever, you know? All of a sudden, Trump's was the White House, holy crap. If you voted for the guy, you're also a racist. What the fuck? You know? This is pure political bullshit because here's the thing. They're blinded. They're blinded to see that the guy is doing a much better job than Hillary would ever fucking do. Okay? Would ever fucking do. Alright? Because right now, she's in deep doo-doo right now. Deep shit. Because it looks like she's about to be indicted for her shit. Nobody thought that this would happen. Okay? If she would file her emails on a government server, because it's a government email, it's illegal to have a server in your home when you're putting government shit on your server. That server is evidence, you know what I'm saying? It's evidence. Well, she took hammers, bashed her Blackberries, her iPads, her iPhone, whatever she was using, because it had evidence. And there's a point to that, you know, Hillary did not have a good campaign, okay? To all her supporters, she did not have a good campaign. So what her supporters do after the election? Went in the middle of this freeway in Florida, trying to block traffic because we are pissed. Look, I voted for Ron Paul in 2008 and 2012. Did I go in the middle of Freeway 41 and stop traffic because I was mad? No. I wasn't mad because, hey, it happens. It happens, but there are individuals, and a group of individuals will take it just a little bit too fucking far. Damage property, bust windows, you know. They're not going to pay for the windows. The money for the windows and property damages is going to come out of the insurance of the home and business owners. The insurance and shit. And it ain't going to come out of these fuckers' pockets because they don't give a shit, you know. I came across a couple of stories here. Just a couple here. Really kind of made. Now we all know that Twitter just reinstated the account for Jesse Kelly. Let's see here. There was there's a comment here I came across. Let me see if I can find it here. Let's see here. I seen it earlier today. Let's see here. Oh, here we go. European consumer groups. Check this out. Google breaks privacy laws by covertly tracking users. Multiple European Union consumer groups have accused tech giant Google of violating EU privacy laws by covertly tracking users' movements. 7 different European consumer groups filed complaint against Google with national regulators this week in Czech Republic, Greece, Netherlands, Norway, Poland, Slovenia, and Sweden. The complaint claimed that the tech firm violated GDPR privacy laws by tracking users' movements, reference a study by the Norwegian Consumer Council, which claimed that Google used deceptive design and misleading information, which results in users accepting to be constantly tracked. Fizz.org reports. Grobment Mon, an official from the Norwegian Consumer Council, claimed that Google uses extremely detailed and comprehensive personal data without an appropriate judicial basis, and the data is required by means of manipulating techniques. The EU Consumer Group claimed that Google is tracking users' movements via their history, their location history, and web and app activity applications, all which are linked to their accounts, Google accounts. The Norwegian Council noted that for users of mobile phones with Android operating system, such as Samsung and Huawei phones, this tracking is particularly difficult to avoid due to the wide use of Google Android mobile operating system across Europe, which almost 70% of mobile phones in Europe run the Google system. Google can use location tracking to gain a large amount of information on users. Constant location tracking and aggregation of location data over time can be used to build a very detailed profile of individuals and to refer religious beliefs, political leaning, and sexual orientation, among other things. Norwegian Council noted. The Director General of the European Consumer Organization, Monique Nguyen, stated Google's data hunger is notorious by the scale with which it deceives its users to track and monetize their every move with breathtaking. The situation is more than alarming. Smartphones are being used to spy on our every move. Google responds these claims by stating, location history is turned off by default and you can edit, delete, and pause at any time. If it's on, it helps improve services like predicting traffic on your commute. If you pause it, we make clear depend on your individual phone and app settings. We might to collect and use location data to improve our Google experience. Survey says bullshit. Google is previously fined €2.42 billion, equal to $2.72 billion by US officials by breaching antitrust rules with the company's online service. The ruling stated that Google is taking advantage of its market dominance in online searches. If it is found that Google has once again breached EU privacy laws, the company could face harsher fines, even tougher regulations. Now, it's kind of funny if you're head of a company like Google, Facebook, or Twitter, you think you're above the law. because you're a corporation and you answer to nobody. But guess what, kids? If you fuck up, you have to answer to somebody. Here you go. Report: Google AI will avoid misgendering by skipping gender pronouns. Fuck that. Now, it's kind of funny how Mark Zuckerberg, co-founder of Twitter, of Facebook, and CEO, he also think he's one of many corporate dumbasses who think they're above the law. If you're given a summons to testify in Congress or Senate, that's like getting a summons to court. You gotta come in and testify, big time. Your ass has to go. Don't be sending anybody to take your place because look, you fucked up. It's your company. By sending your executives, hey, they don't own the company. They don't run it. You fucking do. Okay? They want to make sure that the hands are clean, but everybody else has to testify for him because he's keeping his hands clean. Because if he testifies, it means his hands dirty. And it'll show that his hands is technologically bloodied. Technologically wise, but not actually. But my question is this: why are these little bastards like Mark Zuckerberg and Jack Dorsey really think they're above the law? Because since Congress cannot make a law to abridge freedom of speech, religion, the press, peacefully assemble, and to redress our government grievance. And, but yet, Jack Dorsey is blacklisting people. Okay, this guy, he's blacklisting people from Alex Jones, James Woods, Kenneth Owens, and just recently Jesse Kelly. You know, I mean, there's people that do stupid shit but don't get banned. But when you tell the truth, in a way where nobody wants the truth, but here's the thing. If you're in a relationship and your better half wants you to be honest, I mean, literally be honest, and once you are honest, they call you an asshole. They call you an asshole. Yeah. But the thing is, if you have to tell the truth, and when you are bluntly, brutally honest, telling the truth, they blacklist you and remove you from the platform. That is censorship of the First Amendment. What the fuck? So, Mark Zuckerberg, Jack Dorsey, fuck you both. Now, someone like me, if I was to say get bluntly honest, in a incredible Hulk-sized, brutally honest level, I could be removed from all platforms. Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. YouTube. Because they don't want you to be honest. They don't want you to tell the truth. They want you to be dumbed down, retarded, dumb, not knowing a damn thing. Well, that's not going to happen. Because a lot of us, we know what the fuck we're talking about. Big time. So, on all levels here, we know what the fuck we're talking about. And they don't like it. So what they do? They blacklist you. They boot you. They end up removing you from the platform because they don't like what you're saying. I mean, Facebook booted Alex Jones. Twitter booted Alex Jones. So did YouTube. Because he was accused of saying something about that the kids didn't die at Sandy Hook. Do we know that? No. Did they die? Who knows? I don't know. Because, see, the one thing that's kind of funny is that the ambulance did not arrive because a police cruiser was blocking the entrance for the ambulance. It never arrived. It never arrived. Because if there was a shooting, where's the ambulance? Where's the ambulance? You know, where's the ambulance at? So, Alex Jones did say that the kids didn't know they died or not. I mean, whatever, or how he said it, it should not have gotten him booted from Facebook or Twitter or YouTube or Spotify or these other platforms, because it's pretty fucked up because of they don't like anybody having the balls to tell like it is. It's really a point where you gotta really look at the bigger picture here. If you expose wrongdoing via social media, there's a good chance you can get removed, blacklisted, maybe even banned. But the thing is, Apple, I mean, they got their shit going on, but the thing is, if Steve Jobs was alive today, he would not have pulled the Alex Jones, the InfoWars app, or removed InfoWars from the app or the podcast name, because he didn't care. He believed in the First Amendment, man. Big time, the First Amendment. Because without the First Amendment, you wouldn't have a business. You wouldn't have it's a big job, man. You wouldn't have be able to create your computer, the iPhone, iPad, whatever he's using, he has created. But the thing is, you have a right to say what's on your, to say what you want. Hate speech is still freedom of speech. No matter how you call it, it's still free speech. It's still part of the First Amendment. And will always be part of the First Amendment, because if you really look in the mirror and see yourself talking the way you do, kind of like, whoa, shit. I mean, I do believe in that, and I do believe that I have a right to say what I want. I have a right to say what's on my mind. I have a right to say what's in my heart in general. But if you disagree with that, hey, it's fine. Okay, it's fine. But don't call me out for it, because, hey, look, yeah, whatever, But one thing that really is stupid is you got these groups like Antifa who's attacking people for whatever reason that may be. And they are the modern day Nazi brown shirts. They are the fascist motherfuckers. And if you say that Antifa's fascists themselves and a Nazi brown shirt on Twitter, hey, you could get booted for that shit, When it's the truth. Jack Dorsey don't like anybody telling the truth on his platform. If you do, holy crap. You get blacklisted, you get removed, you get banned. What the fuck ever, dude. Whatever the fuck ever it is, man. No. I think that what needs to happen is the Portland mayor and the mayor of Berkeley needs to be investigated because the mayor of Berkeley was discovered to be a member of Antifa. You know, and members of Antifa are running for office. A couple of them were running for office, and actually got the seats that they're running for, and they're protected, man. What needs to be done is how do you take care of them? The top, remove them from the top. No, I mean, they're radicals, man. They're radicals and shit. They're the modern day fascists, the modern day Nazi brown shirts. Basically, you can say they're the SS of 2018 because shit, they're fucking stupid. You know, I just hope that they ain't here in Fresno because I tell you what. See, the thing is, they're lucky they're not in gang territory because they would get slaughtered. And I'm surprised they're not in Sturgis, South Dakota, because I'll tell you what, because every year bikers go to Sturgis, South Dakota for a break. It's Disneyland for bikers and shit. And there's a column where the Antifa was going to protest, or so-called protest Sturgis, which would be a very bad thing because in Sturgis, South Dakota, a lot of bikers are there, and Antifa would not make it out of Sturgis alive. Big time. I mean, big time. And the ladies, they also need to watch out too, because what happens is the men hide behind the women and run to cover their ass. Because after that guy got hit by that bike lock, the guy that did it, he ran. In the front are the ladies, women in the front, hiding his ass while he ran away. Like a pussy and shit. So that would be a pretty bad thing if they did that in Sturgis, South Dakota. I'm sorry. In Sturgis, South Dakota. And just pray that they don't go, because that'll be pretty fucking sad, by the way. You know, I just hope that they grow the fuck up, man. You know, just grow the fuck up. Just grow the fuck up, because you know what? They are going to be pissed, literally pissed, because you know, look, they don't care. They don't care who they hurt. They love to be violent, you know. But what if they did that to a bunch of at a Navy bar? Well, there's Navy SEALs and Marines. They wouldn't make it out one piece, because the Marines are well trained to fight. They're well trained to fight, you know, well trained and shit. You know, I mean, shit. These are college kids, high school and college age kids, who think that they're tough. They're not tough. They're a bunch of fucking pussies. And yeah, I said that. They're a bunch of fucking pussies and shit. If you don't like it, fuck you. Alright guys, I'm going to call it a night. I want to thank you guys for watching this video. And please share this video. And if you're new to this channel, please leave a like, subscribe, comment below, and don't forget to hit the bell for notification. And if you got this transmission, you are the resistance. My name is Grandmaster Evan. Remember, knowledge is free. If you don't like it, go fuck yourself. Peace out. Revan out.